గౌతమ్ ఇది ట్రై చేసిర్రా మార్నింగ్ మీరు? ఇవెందుకు ఇట్లా పెడుతుర్రు స్టాప్ ఇవన్నీ పనిలేక? మీకు ట్రై చేసినంత వరకు ట్రై చేసేసి మళ్ళీ టర్మినేట్ చేయక పనిలేక. ఎన్ఎఫ్ఎస్, గిన్ఎఫ్ఎస్, ఎన్ఎఫ్ఎస్ సర్వర్ అది విల్ ట్రై టు లాంచ్. ఓకే, నాట్ ఏ ప్రాబ్లం. ఓకే, we'll try to launch. Okay, we'll try to check what are the mistakes. Like I told you, right, Gautam, to check, and Manoj and Gopal something. Let's see. I have also not tried NFS. I thought to tell some other thing, but I just want to complete this as well. Okay. Basically, why do we use NFS is, okay, NFS ఎందుకు యూజ్ చేస్తామంటే NFS is network file system. Okay, so you no need to have all of the things in detail. ప్రతి ఒక్క మిషన్ లా మనకి ప్రతి ఒక్కటి ఏం అవసరం లే. ప్యాకేజ్ అంటే ఒక ఫైల్ ఎన్నిట్లన్నా ఉండొచ్చు డైరెక్ట్. ఇప్పుడు మీరు చూస్తే యూ హ్యావ్ వన్ సర్వర్ అండ్ ఇఫ్ యూ ఆర్ ట్రైంగ్ టు డంప్ సమ్ ఆర్ ది అదర్ థింగ్స్, ఓకే, some or the other things in this mission. So let's say you have some package or some file X, Y, Z, which need to be present in all of the servers. Okay. So let's say this is server 1, this is server 2, and this is server 3. Okay. You no need to go and create, you no need to copy every time. Okay. Every time you no need to do SCP or FTP or anything. Okay. ఒక ఫైల్ ఏదన్నా ఉంది అని అనుకుంటే సర్వర్ లా అన్ని మిషన్లలో మనం ఎత్తేయాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. కమాండ్ ఎస్సిపి అని కొట్టుకుంటాం. ఒకవేళ ఇక్కడ మోడిఫికేషన్ చేస్తే ఇక్కడ జరుగుతుంది. whenever you are trying to do some or the other modifications on this particular files, you will be also able to see the reflections here as well. So that is the reason we use the NFS server. NFS is something you know it, but basically EBS, right? EBS will try to have all of the things. You'll try to create volumes and you'll try to attach to the servers and you will be getting. But there is like we will try to have some common things, right? Like you will have one volume which you will try to attach to one server. Okay. But and this data is also not exchangeable. So it is not it is something which is restricted to one server, right? So that is the reason we will go with NFS. NFS is used generally in order to have files at a multiple locations. We used to dump, okay, at one particular location itself all of our files, and we will give sharing access like Google Drive. Okay, the data or the classes what all I have, I'll try to dump in my drive and I'll give a sharing access to everyone. If I try to delete something, okay, here you will be also not able to see. And if I give editor access to you, if you try to delete the files, okay, whatever you see, the things will also get deleted here as well. So if I try to give access, full access on this particular, so let's say you have some files, okay, XYZ, something, this is itself a file, you can file or folders, you can assume, and I have Google Drive, okay, I have, this is Google Drive, okay, ఒక గూగుల్ డ్రైవ్ ఉంది అని అనుకుంటే, ఓకే, ఆ డ్రైవ్ లో ఏమన్నా ఫైల్స్ ఉన్నాయి అంటే నా దగ్గర ఉంటాయి. I'll have the particular things and I'll try to I'll try to have the drive access and I'll give a sharing to everyone. Whenever these particular things are deleted, your data, you will be also not able to see the data sharing access. And if I give write access to this particular person on this, Okay, so there is some person. So let's assume I had shared this to everyone over the people. Okay, for people I have shared. Okay, and I had given editor access. So whenever he tries to delete, okay, as he's like equal when he's editor access in the sense he has powers. Whenever he try to delete files, these files even here it gets deleted. For other users as well, it is not visible. So we'll try to. So basically, we need to have Linux servers. Okay, one Linux server which is nothing but NFS server. Okay, and like let's say this is the server, and you will have main server. You will have, and you will try to have like lot many things other clients. Okay, 10 or 20 or 30 or something 40, 50, anything. So these were all of the clients. Okay, whenever you try to dump the data here, what happens? The data will be replicated. Just a second. The data will be replicated there as well. Okay, you no need to worry here. One managing, okay, one on server, if we try to manage, that is enough. That is like, okay, so one server we need to consider as an NFS server, and all the things, other things are called, okay, clients. So you need to install, you need to there will be like, let's say you have people will call it as database server, web server, okay, application server. So on one Linux server, if you try to install some of the other packages like HTTPD or Apache or Nginx, we will be calling it as a web server, right? If we try to install some Jenkins, okay, in offices, you will try to go here and check here, okay. You'll try to go to EC2 instances, and you'll try to go to instances, and you'll try to search directly Jenkins QA server, and you'll try to log in, okay, or sonar cube, okay, and you'll try to check, and IP you'll try to give and log in, okay. If something sonar cube, for that home page will be coming, right, or Jenkins home page, you need to trigger some job in this, okay. If there is something home page which is not visible, so what you will try to do, you will try to see the, you will try to log into this server. So how you will try to know, you will try to give tags, and you will try to log in. So everything is a Linux server. Whenever you try to give, whenever you try to install a package, depending upon that package name, we'll try to call it as that server. So database server, web server, application server, right? Like cache server, you whenever you try to install Redis, okay. Centralized like Bitbucket server, okay. Bitbucket, okay. So what is that? Whenever you are trying to make Bitbucket, it is generally will not keep public one, guys. Bitbucket installation on Linux, okay. So what you will try to do, all the steps you will try to do, okay. How do in RHL, on RHL, you will try to type directly Red Hat 9. So whatever operating it might be, operating system it might be, I'm just telling, okay. So you'll try to go ahead, and it is something you'll try to execute some commands, okay. And you will be see this get some or the other packages Atlassian Bitbucket, you'll try to give execute permissions, and this is something Bitbucket server will be telling, okay. And this server should be continuously running, okay. Then only you can put pull, push, or do anything. So depending upon your file, see this is something login, and let's start. Yeah, fine, started. And similarly, okay, so everything is a server. Similarly, you need to have server, Linux server, and on top of that you will try to install some packages, and that you will try to call it as NFS. అంటే మనం సర్వర్లో మనం ఏమేమి ఇన్స్టాల్ చేస్తున్నామో దాన్ని బట్టి మనం ఆ సర్వర్కి పేరు పెడతాం. జెన్కిన్స్ అని, డేటాబేస్ అని, ఓకే, సోనార్ క్యూబ్ సర్వర్ అని, నెక్సస్ అని, ఇట్లాంటివి. సో ఎన్ఎఫ్ఎస్ సర్వర్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేస్తాం, ఓకే. NFS server you'll try to install. So you'll try to install, I'll try to take two missions, one as Linux NFS server, second one is NFS client. Okay, so let me connect. I'll try to show once NFS is done via EFS. I'll try to అంటే ఒకసారి NFS అయిన తర్వాత మనం EBS గాని ఎట్లా కనెక్ట్ అవుతున్నాం ఏంటి. ఓకే, దిస్ ఈజ్ IP, రైట్? I'll try to connect SSH -I and I'll try to go to downloads. Okay, what is the key? NFS server, NFS అనే పెట్టినా. Okay, let me check. I'll try to log in and I'll try to test it. Is it working or not? If it is key, okay, it is working. I had downloaded just now. I'll try to, this is server guys, this is server. Okay, I'll try to rename it. Anything you can give, host name as well you can give. This is server, and this one I'll try to make it as client. Okay, this is something. I'll try to connect SSH -I. Okay, NFS server EC2 user @IP. Okay, yes. I'll try to take all of your doubts at the end, guys. Doubts ఏమైనా ఉంటే లాస్ట్ లో చూద్దాము. Okay, so this is something for all of your NFS server. You need NFS client something. Okay, one missing. Okay, in order to get reduce of confusion, that's it. So for server you need to have some packages. How do you make a Linux server as NFS server? You need to install some of the packages. So I don't want to tell all of the things. What are all things? Yum install NFS star. I'll try to give star will download all of the things. I have not given. Okay, sudo su. Oh, okay, yum install. I just want to don't confused with this. Okay, with respect to other IPs. Okay, first let me check the IP. Have I given? I don't want to mess it. మధ్యలో అంటే మీరు 172.31. ఓకే, ఇదేంటిది క్లయింట్ 172.31 ట్రిప్ 146 server. Okay, 146 server. 146 I am considering it as an server. Okay, so I'll try to install yum install NFS star -y, and immediately what you need to do is you need to start the service. Okay, immediately whenever you try to install service name and start, or if it is something systemd service. Okay, systemd service you will try to do. Okay, systemd only will work, both of these things. Okay, both of these things will be working if it is systemd itself, systemctl start and service name. Okay, if it is normal you need to go to that path directly, USR or wherever it is installed, like let's say with Java you'll try to get. Okay, Java is not there, which you can get, and you need to go to that after yum install, and you need to go to that path and start it. Okay, Now let me check service. Okay, if you want to check whether it is a systemd or not, you can go to basically systemd services are being listed in USR lib systemd system, and there directly you can go to USR libraries. Okay, and after that systemd and system ls. So these were all of the systemd services. Okay, I'll have ls and grep. Okay, and nfs I'll try to. Okay, you will be getting this as a systemd service. Where is that? Nfs, right? Okay, so I'll try to start it. I don't want to tell systemd other things as our topic service. Service name is nfs. Tab I'll try to give. If you don't know the things, nfs service and start. Okay, and status, let me check. Okay, it is running. Okay, now I'll try to create some directory. Okay, something slash Gauri. Okay, and I'll try to export this directory. When there is one file, guys, which you need to remember. Okay, there are 3 steps on rough note you can understand. First step is installing nfs. Second step is exporting what are all the things that you want to uh, sharing what you want to share directories, what share you want to. Okay, that one you will try to go and tell in etc. Okay, and exports file will be there you can tell. Okay, vim is not there. Okay, etc exports. Okay, I'll try to tell. Okay, I'll try to go to insert like Elta Gauri and read and write, read only access. So you will try to understand in detail. But as of now, I'm giving only sharing access. I'm not trying to give write access. So people will not be able to delete it. They can only read it. Star in the sense everyone can read whatever I share. Okay. So if you try to see, okay, it is there. Now I need to run whatever that is done. And if you want to see what you have exported, if you want to see, okay, you can say export fs. Okay, export fs, you can run. So this is okay, -a you need to give. Okay, sync avoiding warning, that is ARV. Okay, this is what you want. If you want to learn in detail, you can go, but it is just to know which file. అంటే మనకు దీంట్లో 3 స్టెప్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఏం షేర్ చేయాలి ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసిన తర్వాత దీని లోపల చెప్తాం అనమాట. మీరు చూసుకుంటే అండ్ దాని తర్వాత ఏం షేర్ చేయాలి అనుకోని మీరు అంటే ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఏం షేర్ చేస్తున్నారు చూడాలి అని అనుకుంటే మీరు కొత్తగా జాయిన్ అయ్యారు ఆర్గనైజేషన్ లో ఏం షేర్ అవుతున్నాయి చూడాలి అనుకుంటే ఈ డైరెక్టరీ మీకు కనపడాలంటే ఎక్స్పోర్ట్ -fs-a అని ఇచ్చేస్తే మ్యాన్ ఎక్స్పోర్ట్ అని కొడితే మీకు క్లియర్ గా వస్తుంది అనమాట ఎందుకు ఏంది ఏం చేస్తుంది ఆ కమాండ్.
సార్ ఇంగ్లీష్
నాట్ వర్కింగ్. మ్యాన్ ఎక్స్పోర్ట్ రావాలి ఇన్ డీటెయిల్ గా నేమ్. ఓకే, built-in commands file arguments. Here it is not. In mobile exam it will show, guys, in a clear fashion. This okay, I'll try to give man export fs. Okay, maintain table of reported and so whatever you want, whatever you are trying to show, that just to see what you want, export fs, what you have exported or what you have shared. That's it. to see this, you will try to do. Okay, and the second step, and this is done, and after that you need to mount it, right? Generally you will try to do mount slash dev slash xvdf, and after that you will try to tell your path. Okay, where what particular hard disk or what particular partition, and where you want to mount to something temp or everything, but it is a remote one, right? You need to tell mount. Okay, and after that your IP of NFS server, IP of on remote basis, right? From that server I want this need to be, source need to be exported into destination. That is what you will try to tell mount. Okay, this is something server, guys. Here on node you need to have, it is client. So now mount. Okay, and what you need to do, mount. Okay, that's it. So what, IP, what is your IP? This is your IP. Oh my god, is not copied. It is not equal to mobile extreme. It is not copying. Control C we need to give. Mobile extreme it gives you copy. Okay, now mount, and after that you'll try to give your IP what you are trying to mount, and after that, okay, Gauri, and your path you should have. I have told you, right? When you are trying to mount EBS, you should have. Okay, like let us say అంటే మీ దగ్గర ఒక 50 kgs గోల్డ్ ఉంది అని అనుకుంటే, ఓకే, ఒక ఒక ₹1,00,000 ఉంది అంటే అది బీరువాలో పెడతారు, అది డ్రెస్సింగ్ టేబుల్ మీద పెడతారు. ఓకే, లేకపోతే ఎక్కడన్నా అల్మారాలో పెడతారు. ఆ డ్రెస్సింగ్ టేబుల్ అనేది ఏంటిదంటే మౌంట్ పాయింట్ అని అంటారు. దాంట్లో యాక్చువల్ గా పెట్టేది గోల్డ్ కానీ డబ్బులు కానీ ఏమంటాము అని అంటే, దాన్ని ఏమంటాము, యాక్చువల్ డేటా అంటాము. ఆ డేటాని దాని లోపల పెడుతున్నాం. ఓకే, సో ఆ పాత్ ఉండాలి ఫస్ట్, ఆ అల్మారా ఉండాలి, ఆ డ్రెస్సింగ్ టేబుల్ ఉండాలి, దాని తర్వాత ఆ డ్రెస్సింగ్ టేబుల్ లో పెట్టచ్చు. ఓకే, యూ షుడ్ హ్యావ్ దట్ మౌంట్ పాయింట్. ఓకే, MKDAR, you should have, like let's say you have gold or money and you are trying to keep in biro or somewhere. Okay, and you should have that almara or biro. What I'm trying to create that almara. Okay, and I'll try to mount now, mount, and what is the IP I'll try to give, and this path. Okay, this is, okay, this is the server IP, and the path is something. Okay, what path I'll try to give, and this is something Shankar I'll try to give. Okay, okay. You need to install NFS client as well, guys. Here as well. Morning as well. Okay, Gautam has tried NFS. I told them to NFS client, NFS client -y, unable to find. Oh, I'll try to give star as well. You should not give star, guys. I'll try to tell at a later point. You should install only client packages what is required. At server level you can install all of these things. Okay, now from here as well, if you want to see, what you want to see is show mount -e. What if you know the server? So let's say you are working in office, and if you know the server is, it is NFS server IP, and what are all the shared things that that particular server is trying to share, if you want to know, you can give that particular server. Okay, IPR. Okay, I will try to insert, enter, it will try to show you. Okay, I'll try to give export once again. Let me install. Actually, m install nfs builds. This is node itself, right? 155 is node, right? Okay. Okay. Mount. I'll try to do this. Okay, I'll try to write once again. Mount, and this is server IP. What is the server IP? So this is the server IP, and the path is Gauri, and the destination is you should have. Let me check. I have that mkdir. Okay, I have. Okay, I have that. Hmm. Why it is not working? It is already there, but there is no need to start all of this. Client packages itself are enough. Okay, to have just a second. I can just check. It is utils, I guess, in Red Hat. That is in Ubuntu. Oh, I have not worked with firewalls. I'm allowing, but it is enough to have in master. One 155 is 155 is host name, NFS client. Okay. Sudo su 155. Fine, guys. So mounting, like now I'll try to mount. It will work. Now let me create some server. Let me close this. Let me close this. This is server. This is client. Let me close this server. This is server. This is client. Okay. Now let me go to that directory. Nothing is there, but let me create touch 1 to 100 in this. See these files I had created from server. Now we will be able to see in Shankar as well. Oh, have not given 2 dots. Right? You are able to create. Now from here you won't be able to delete it. Any files you will not be able to delete. File 35 or 36 or anything. It is read only file. So from here you can delete. Will not give, because if you try to delete from all of your node, what happens? You will not be the actual data gets replicated. That is the reason. Okay. Now whenever you want to unmount, as usual you can do. Okay. So whenever you are good with respect to basic mounting, unmounting and all of this, simple some simple these steps if you try to follow. And what the things that I had missed is something here. You need to have a package of client yum install nfs client. Okay. And firewall. Okay. Security groups. The nfs works some 2096 port, if I'm not wrong. Nfs port number 2049. Sorry guys. Okay. 2049. So I had allowed all of the things and initially did not work due to these two reasons, and it worked after that. So in a similar way, you should be able to configure with respect to EFS. Okay. EFS is a service which is being given to us. Okay. On AWS. Let me take up your questions meanwhile. Doubts? Pooja and Sushmita, do you have any doubts?
Yes. Sir, actually, what we are doing that creating NFS server and NFS client, and they are
Yes. Whatever I'm trying to create from the here, like from server, you are able to see the same replication here as well, right?
okay. In which folder we created?
Here I'm creating. Here in the my main server I have created.
Yeah.
But in the other server it is getting replicated. Why?
Okay.
NFS.
We are created in this um
Go
we,
ahead, go ahead.
yeah, we created that in server, and it is showing in client.
Yes. And
Oh,
only
which
read.
rule we gave there?
Sorry.
Which rule we applied there? NFS.
NFS I am installing and I am configuring. So the data, whatever you are trying to see, will be replicated here as
Okay, in both server we will install NFS.
well. No, on server, on main server, you will try to install.
Okay.
Here you need some client, this one. Yum install NFS client, it is enough. You can install NFS as well, complete NFS as well, here as well. You try to practice, but the concept is why we are using NFS is clear, right? If you try to practice once, you will be able to get. But why we are using the NFS is clear, right?
Yeah.
Pooja, are you able to understand why we are able to use NFS? Why we are using NFS? Why we are using NFS, Shushmita?
Yeah. If you want to share the things one server to another server, that time we will use NFS.
You can use SCP, right?
SCP.
Yeah, you can copy, right? But why we need only NFS? NFS helps you out. No need to copy n number of times. So if you try to create a file on master, all the nodes will be getting.
Okay. What sir? What we'll do? Whatever we do in server, that will go to client server.
Yes.
Okay.
For all of the servers, if you have 100 servers, no need to go each and every time and update all of your.
Yeah, understand.
You understood, right? Or any
Yes.
confusion?
No, clear.
So have Google Drive. We are having classes and we are sharing to all the people, right? And if we delete this particular thing, this will be deleted. And if we give editor access, he can delete in the sense this will be also deleted. Editor access in the sense complete access. If we try to give some complete access on this particular drive to someone, if we try to delete these particular things also get deleted. So that is the reason I had given read only access. So if
Okay.
you try to see,
Uh, Sir, if we'll delete something from server, then it will be also delete from client.
yes, if it will be also deleted. So if you try to
Okay.
see exports, okay, uh, not cat, it is exports. It is a client server, right? Okay, it is read only. RO in the sense read only. Okay, so person will not be able to delete. So the same thing is given as a service in AWS for us as a elastic file share. Okay, EFS. Okay, is being released. So let me launch directly. I'll try to have EFS. EFS. Okay, it should be here. EFS. So elastic file system. So I'll try to create a file system. It is paid one way. It is something in similarly, if you know S3, a life cycle manager in all these things you'll have, right? I'll try to create and it will be having. So let's say testing. I'll try to create. Okay, I have created. Okay. Okay, actually you can able to create a file system. Okay. Just some of the settings are changed, but not a problem. If you are able to see, it is got this is the file system. Total size is something 6K. Oh, okay. Now I'll try to attach to my instance. Okay, I'll try to attach to my instance. So let's say this is my client and I'll try to give mount. Okay, and I'll try to have something inside temp. Okay, okay, you are good with EBS, right? You know EBS, right?
Yes.
Huh? So how do you mount EBS? All of these things you are good, right? So then you will be able to understand all of this in a easier manner. What is the command and why we are using all of this? How do you take EBS and how do you mount it? Surya Prakash, how do we take EBS and how do we mount it?
Not able to recollect, bro.
Okay, fine. But you can you tell me, Shushmita?
No idea, sir.
Can you tell me, Pooja, how do we mount it? EBS?
No idea, Shankar.
EBS is something directly you will be able to take volume and you will attach. Okay. So let's say I have this. Okay. And it is NFS client and I have some memory of all of this. So let me go to volumes. Okay. This is EBS volume and I'll try to have volume. I'm trying to take volumes. Okay. So volumes are nothing but extra hard disk. Okay, you'll try to take volume and you'll try to have some 2 GB or 3 GB or anything in the same, and the thumb rule is in the same region you should have. So let's say I just want to mount to here to this. Okay, so like let's say in client I just want to mount, and what is this region for this EFS, and what is the, it is 2A. Okay, you can see here it is 2A. So the same thing you'll try to give. Okay, and you'll try to create volume. Okay, 828, and this is something testing, save. Now it will be actually what will be the thing. Okay, it will be available, it will be in the state of available. Once you attach to all of your things, it goes to, I'll try to attach volume to my server of NFS client. Okay, kernel itself will modify. Now I'll try to see, this is something df hyphen capital th. Okay, or else lsblk. So you are able to see the 2 GB extra one which I have added. Okay, and now we will try to do fdisk /dev/xvdf. Okay, and I'll try to give enter, and new partition, enter, 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 and I'll try to tell 1 GB, enter, W for write. If you can see cat proc partitions, you are able to see xvdf, or lsblk you can give directly. You have made one more partition with 1 GB, and I'll try to create file systems.ext4, and you'll try to give, okay, /dev/xvdf. This is partitions itself. When I have dealt about Linux, okay, that is the reason I'm telling on a bit faster note. Okay, where I just want to mount, I just want to mount it to temp. Okay, invalid. Okay, sorry, that is for mount, right? Okay, mount. Okay, in order to mount permanently, what you will try to do, you will try to have, so whenever you try to create, like let's say into temp, if you go now, okay, it's not mounted. Okay, xvdf is been mounted to temp. So if you try to say touch sample1, sample2, sample3, ls if you try to do, you are able to see whenever you try to do unmount, and all of your things will be gone. Target is busy, you can give dot dot, or you can give hyphen. LL stands for lazy. Okay, okay, if you try to see again, things were there. Okay, once you come back and if you try to see temp, you will not be able to see the data. Okay, so you just try to recollect once again whatever I'm trying to tell. Okay, it is easy. Surya Prakash, are you able to follow, right?
Yes, bro.
Okay, so similarly you will be able to, we'll try to see EFS service tomorrow. Okay, for now it is enough. Okay, we'll try to see EFS and many other things tomorrow. It is being released as a service. You no need to worry in detail. It services as well. Do you have any doubts? Are you able to understand, Shushmita?
Yes, sir.
If you don't try to practice, that will be of no use.
Yeah, I will practice.
Yeah, Pooja.
Yeah, Shankar, I will practice.
Okay.
Sir,
Uh,
yeah, you sent one file in that group, Excel file. What is that?
just a second. Allow me a minute. Yeah, you can tell me.